Missed. Ready anytime. Do or die. Born in the darkness to live in the darkness. That's the ninja's creed. Good. Okay. Spirits unite. Behold ninja power. Let's go. Level up. We'll take you on, but I promise you'll regret this. Seems like you need more training. Keep your eyes on those guys. That's it. No holds barred. Die a lonely death. Chaos Emerald captured. You leave me no choice. Clarity of mind is the key to victory. Excuse us. You little... All for one and one for all. Witness my ninja power before your very eyes. Faster than the wind. If you have the spirit to fight, we shall proceed. Nothing sweeter than the taste of victory. Witness my ninja power. I won't fail this time. Roger. Impossible feat. Ultimate ninja power. Good job. Nothing more to be said. Not bad. No complaints. Be on guard. Focus and prepare yourself. Insulting. Your training has been a waste of time. Death to the evil one. Prepare to die, Eggman. You won't get off so easily next time. Such a disorderly crowd. Just a waste of our time. Target destroyed. Forgive me, but this is our duty. Did he really think he could stop us with that? Evil must die. This world has no place for evil. Charmy. Vector. Leave it to me. Hang on. It was here all along. Collision course. Jump now. We're falling. I'll handle it. Charmy should take lead. This is Vector's specialty. Vector, change formations, single file, sideways. Proceed with caution and be careful not to fall. Let's see what's up there. Let's go down there. It's all part of the training. Clarity and focus. Rotate the camera with the R2 button and L2 button. Rotate the camera with the right trigger and left trigger. Turn the camera with the R button and L button. Use the right analog stick to switch the camera to the leader's view. Use the right thumbstick to switch the camera to the leader's view. Use the C stick to switch the camera to the leader's first-person view. Attack ground enemies with Leaf Swirl by pressing the square button while in speed formation. This attack makes me invisible as I lift up enemies in the air with a tornado. Attack ground enemies with Leaf Swirl by pressing the X button while in speed formation. This attack makes me invisible as I lift up enemies in the air with a tornado. Attack ground enemies with Leaf Swirl by pressing the B button while in speed formation. This attack makes me invisible as I lift up enemies in the air with a tornado. Hold the X button to ascend while flying. Press the X button repeatedly to increase the speed of ascent. Hold the A button to ascend while flying. Press the A button repeatedly to increase the speed of ascent. Hold down the A button to ascend while flying. Press the A button repeatedly to increase the speed of ascent. Press the square button to attack with fire combination when in power formation. Charmy and I are fireballs that are shot out continuously by pressing the button at the right moment. The final blow is deadly if leveled up. Press the X button to release us. Press the X button to attack with fire combination when in power formation. Charmy and I are fireballs that are shot out continuously by pressing the button at the right moment. The final blow is deadly if leveled up. Press the A button to release us. Press the B button to attack with fire combination when in power formation. Charmy and I are fireballs that are shot out continuously by pressing the button at the right moment. The final blow is deadly if leveled up. Press the A button to release us. Press the square button while jumping in power formation to use Jump Fireball. Charmy and I, as fireballs, are shot out at the enemies. Press the X button while jumping in power formation to use Jump Fireball. Charmy and I, as fireballs, are shot out at the enemies. Press the B button while jumping in power formation to use Jump Fireball. Charmy and I, as fireballs, are shot out at enemies. Press the X button after a jump in power formation to make Vector blow a bubble. With it, we can descend safely. Press the A button after a jump in power formation to make Vector blow a bubble. With it, we can descend safely. Press the A button after a jump in power formation to make Vector blow a bubble. With it, we can descend safely. Get close to the enemies in power formation. Charmy and I will attack them automatically using auto-homing. When approaching a wall, use homing attack with me as the leader. Press the X button while facing it to perform triangle jump. Use the left analog stick to adjust the jump angle. When approaching a wall, use homing attack with me as the leader. Press the A button while facing it to perform triangle jump. Use the left thumbstick to adjust the jump angle. When approaching a wall, use homing attack with me as the leader. Press the A button while facing it to perform triangle jump. Use the control stick to adjust the jump angle. When I'm by myself, press and hold the square button to spin. Release the button and I'll throw my shuriken. When I'm by myself, press and hold the X button to spin. Release the button and I'll throw my shuriken. When I'm by myself, press and hold the B button to spin. Release the button and I'll throw my shuriken. Press the square button to activate the sting attack when Charmy is alone. Charmy will attack the enemies with his vicious sting. Press the X button to activate the sting attack when Charmy is alone. Charmy will attack the enemies with his vicious sting. Press the B button to activate the sting attack when Charmy is alone. Charmy will attack the enemies with his vicious sting. Vector slams his fists on the ground to perform the hammer down when the square button is pressed if we're not with him. Vector slams his fists on the ground to perform the hammer down when the X button is pressed if we're not with him. Vector slams his fists on the ground to perform the hammer down when the B button is pressed if we're not with him. When grinding, press the square button to accelerate and use the left analog stick to balance. When grinding, press the X button to accelerate and use the left thumbstick to balance. When grinding, press the B button to accelerate and use the control stick to balance. Move the left analog stick left or right and press the X button to jump from rail to rail. Move the left thumbstick left or right and press the A button to jump from rail to rail. Move the control stick left or right and press the A button to jump from rail to rail. Press the R1 button when the gauge in the top right corner of the screen is full to activate the Team Blast Chaotix Recital. Once activated, defeated enemies are transformed into rings until the gauge is empty. Press the Z button when the gauge in the top right corner of the screen is full to activate the Team Blast Chaotix Recital. Once activated, defeated enemies are transformed into rings until the gauge is empty. Press the Z button when the gauge in the top right corner of the screen is full to activate the Team Blast Chaotix Recital. Once activated, defeated enemies are transformed into rings until the gauge is empty. Area checked and secured. Unacceptable! Do you think you can make this thing work, Vector? Light up the 3 lights on the wide spring and get the item. Your teammates will give you hints if you touch this hint ring. Looks like we have to activate all 3 switches. Grab the switch by pressing the square button once you get close to it and use the left analog stick to push or pull on the handle. Press the square button again to release. Grab the switch by pressing the X button once you get close to it and use the left thumbstick to push or pull on the handle. Press the X button again to release. Grab the switch by pressing the B button once you get close to it and use the control stick to push or pull on the handle. Press the B button again to release. I believe that target is a switch for something. Let's try to hit it with a ball. Looks like that Omochow has something to do with this gate. If we go through those 3 giant rings together, we'll earn bonus points. When you lose a life, you restart from there. Also, the leader's level increases as well. Target direction depends on formation. Press the X button to fire and the square button to cancel when in power formation. Change the cannon direction with the left analog stick. Target direction depends on formation. Press the A button to fire and X button to cancel when in power formation. Change the cannon direction with the left thumbstick. Target direction depends on formation. Press the A button to fire and B button to cancel when in power formation. Change the cannon direction with the control stick. I'm sure I can get by this laser fence. That mechanism trips this weight when the shadow is stepped on. That thing will come crashing down if the laser is triggered. I'm sure I can crawl underneath it if I become invisible. This wooden container can be broken by attacking it using the square button. This wooden container can be broken by attacking it using the X button. This wooden container can be broken by attacking it using the B button. Let me take the lead. I think I can use that pole to go up. I'm sure we can go up if we use that fan somehow. Vector, you're up. I'm sure we can go up if we use that current somehow. Vector, give it a try. We need to take care of those guards before getting to that case. This flower. We should ask Charmy to make this flower bloom. Use the left analog stick to steer and accelerate, square button to brake, and X button to jump. Use the left thumbstick to steer and accelerate, X button to brake, and A button to jump. Use the control stick to steer and accelerate, B button to brake, and A button to jump. Each time the bobsled takes on damage, one character is thrown off the bobsled. The speed decreases if I'm thrown off, and if Charmy falls off, the bobsled won't be able to jump. We better find the switch for this first. You should be able to open this case with a switch. Vector should be able to break this. What's that? Are those Eggman's robots? How careless! Hey, they're asleep, so stay quiet and move slowly. They were tougher than they looked. This isn't looking good! That type of armor is too strong for Charmy or me to break. Vector, can you handle this? That robot is equipped with protective spikes. Either time our attacks or try long-range tactical moves. Be careful around that robot with a searchlight. Maybe I can do something to trick him. Better take out that robot's shield first. I suspect that gold robot is the group leader. We should attack him first. You won't be able to move if captured by that robot. If anyone is caught, we must rescue him by destroying the robot immediately. If captured by that gold robot, you'll be warped to another world. Destroy him before he disappears. The gold turtle shell is designed to protect him, even against my powerful attacks. We have to find another way. Although that robot with a hammer is dangerous, he's slow. Make your move when he's off balance. The robot with a hammer is dangerous, and our attacks against him seem useless. We must find a weak spot first. That healing robot is like a magician and can transform himself once he flips over. When he does, watch out. You will lose your rings if that robot with a cloak casts a spell on you. Charmy will leave the flying enemies to you. Use Thundershoot. Let's take care of the enemies first. A self-proclaimed genius scientist. Time to concede defeat, Doctor. The speed of that machine is intriguing. Maybe disabling both rotors might do the trick. Vector, attack Eggman when the craft starts to spin. There's been a misunderstanding, but I doubt if they'll listen to us. You villains won't get off the hook that easily. That's it. No more mercy. We win if we can force them off this field first, but victory is theirs if they force us off first. As we level up, the further back we can blow our opponents, but if we don't have any rings, we'll be blown back further. First, we must get the power cores and rings. Jump to avoid being attacked. We'll hold nothing back since you're our client's enemy. We're outnumbered. Time to give up. Looks pretty tough. Are we ready? Is that it? Target destroyed. Let's take out the cannons first. Let's have Vector handle the cannons that shoot those metal cannonballs. They're pretty tough. There's gotta be a major misunderstanding here, but we can't back down now. I must not have been serious enough. They'll attack with Team Blast if all three of them get together. Best approach is to take down one of them as soon as possible. Some characters are better in fighting enemy formations. I'll take point when the enemies are in fly formation. There was something strange about the client. Destroy the sentry robots to open the case. Secure the item to get Eggman. This must be the final stage. Nothing personal, just serving up justice. I'll put an end to your evil ways, Eggman. Its weak spot is the center of its body, but it uses that shield to protect itself from our attacks. We need to neutralize its shield somehow. That robot will charge us once there's enough distance. Be sure not to get left behind. Transformation isn't quite complete yet. When the spines land, they become giant pillars. The pillars can't be destroyed, but they're lighter than they look. If one of us gets trapped inside, we must destroy the shell to rescue him right away. If we're all trapped, it's over. Pay close attention to the colors of his weak spot. Yellow means attacks from fly formation are useless, and red means attacks from power formation are useless. Even when he's invisible, he'll briefly appear when he attacks. Pay close attention so you can locate his position. Don't go overboard, Charmy. Nothing beats winning. Lucky 7. No, I have failed. These must be special pinball machines. We're a bit short, don't you think? We transform to balls on the table and return to normal when off. When in a ball, press the X button to hit it with the flippers. Use the L2 button or R2 button to control the flippers. When in a ball, press the A button to hit it with the flippers. Use the left trigger or the right trigger to control the flippers. When in a ball, press the A button to hit it with the flippers. Use the L button or the R button to control the flippers. While a ball, move the left analog stick right and left to slightly change the direction of the ball. While a ball, move the left thumbstick right and left to slightly change the direction of the ball. While a ball, move the control stick right and left to slightly change the direction of the ball. I think we have to activate a switch to open this door. Vector, do you think you can break the glass on the floor? There's got to be a way to stop the dice from spinning. When inside the big slot machine, press the X button to stop the reels from spinning. When inside the big slot machine, press the A button to stop the reels from spinning. When inside the big slot machine, press the A button to stop the reels from spinning. The number on the bingo panel lights up when passing through the gate of that number. You can get rings if you get a row of numbers vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. Switch leaders on the table. Master this technique and get all 3 of us into that slot machine and see what happens. If there are any chips, they would be around here somewhere. The number of rings paid out from the slot machine on that pinball table varies depending on the matching symbols. A maximum of 200 rings is paid out with 1 ball. That number is tripled when there are 3 balls in the machine. But there are times when you will lose your rings, so be careful not to play too much. Bingo means 20 rings, a bonus of 40 more if you get perfect bingo. Each card is worth 200 rings. No place to hide here. Bingo! That's right, perfect bingo! We're short chips. This must be a VIP chip. These lights are blinding. What are Eggman's robots doing in such an industrial city? Those suspicious machines must be stealing something from that pipe. This path has acceleration. This layout must be the work of Eggman's robots. Maybe it's a hidden door. Look for the switch somewhere. I sense enemies nearby. The city appears peaceful, but it's under the control of Eggman. Watch out, everybody. We're trapped. Those look familiar. Those are the same devices we saw earlier. Get the robots. Aren't those Eggman's robots? What are they doing around those machines? Let's get rid of them first. These fireballs are traps. Ignore them and keep moving. I sense gold. Gold turtle, gold turtle. And you are our client's adversary, perhaps. Now hand over that chow nice and easy. I've got a bad feeling about this. Roger. Ready. That's the evil genius, Dr. Eggman. Not too late to change your mind. Where there's light, there's shadow. Careful. On guard. All right, let me take point. That must be Definitely an agent. A relative, perhaps. Talk about a huge misunderstanding. Evil must die! Beware my ninja power! What do you mean, after all? What's going on? Were we fooled that easily? We've been had! Guess so. Are you sure this is the right way, Vector? Isn't that the same flower? What is that thing? That must be the frog. Mission fails if we're detected. Legend has it that the black frog can summon poisonous rain. We can use this ivy to get to the other side. Let me see if I can make this flower fly. We can control the flower going up and down a bit. We may be able to grind on this mysterious ivy. This flower may possibly hit that ivy. I thought I just heard something. Be careful not to be detected. So, this causes the rain. Chow are very cautious creatures. What? What's going on? This sure feels weird. Look, the door's opened. Who knows what could happen if you trigger this switch? There must be a switch to open this door somewhere. By the looks of those torches, they mark a pathway. A tower without an entry. There must be a trick to get in. We need to find a wall to break if we want to continue. We have to blow the fire out. We aren't getting anywhere. We must find that switch. We must use those ghosts to get over to the other side. Another one of Eggman's puzzles? Let me solve this one. Those statues must move using those switches. The keys must be around here somewhere. We're getting very close to the torches. There's a switch up there. What a mysterious place. I think you're right. I sense something. Should we grind on it to cross over? I should be able to do triangle jump here. Look, there are torches here too. Huh? There's something wrong here. Kinda reminds me of a ninja hideout full of traps. Vector, deal with this rock. These ruins, they moved when we got near them. Can you transport us to that shoreline over there, Charmy? Looks like we can move these ruins. Vector, give it a try. Hermit crabs must be nearby. There may be an exit at the top. What's that cannon doing here? The warm breeze is calming. A sea palace. Could there possibly be Chow in such a place? We can travel far distances by moving around using the bubble to glide. What a huge turtle! A stone door. Maybe Vector can break this thing down. These ruins look fragile. Vector, give it a try? The stone pillars seem to be crumbling. We better be careful. I thought I sensed Chow. Where's Chow? There are so many battleships. Could this be Eggman's armada? How could we reach this altitude already? Here we go! We got him. They haven't been activated yet. Keep our distance and move out. Leave this to me. I'll charge it with Rocket XL. I sense the enemy. Flying ships. How mysterious. This is the core of the base. Evil prefers this kind of weather. Amazing piece of aviation engineering. Their attack is mounting. We have to infiltrate the command center. Didn't think it would self-destruct. We just barely made it. Let's hurry. This ship is unstable and may detonate. Keep your eyes peeled on the cannons, dodge attacks, and stay clear of the markers. What was that bright light? Some kind of new weapon? There are 3 colored lasers, red, blue, and yellow. Each laser fires at the rail of the same color. This weapon illuminates right before it fires. Look at the color of the light and stay clear of the same colored rail. Red laser incoming! Blue laser incoming! Yellow laser fired! Did you notice that rail lights up before the laser fires? Is that a self-destruct switch? We should get on top and press it. Can we make it over to that fan by floating using your bubble gum? The fan isn't moving. There's got to be a switch nearby. This leaves us with only one option. Are you ready? There are 4 lasers. Don't let your guard down. There must be a key near. For the sake of all ninjas, it's my duty to rescue our client. Quite a base. Feels like we're going in circles. They destroyed the rail. The direction of that lighted rail we were just on can be changed using a switch. Let's find it. We must let Vector handle this capsule. There's no switch for the door. What should we do? Looks like we can go down through that duct. Slight maneuverability, left and right while airborne. I sense them around here. I wonder if we get there by just following the rails. We finally made it. Can this be a high-speed transport tunnel? Are you all right? That must be the train's engine core. You got it. This has to be the giant cannon's internal mechanism. I wonder where this cannon is going to take us. It shot us quite a distance. This must be the secret weapon capsule. Is this a weapons base? Maybe it's just a transport deck.